It's time for another ultimate anime tier list. Naruto fights. Alright, listen. There is no question whatsoever that I am not an expert at this subject. I have watched all of these 12 times over. Let's do it. Starting with Sasuke versus Danzo. Solid C. Honestly, it slightly bored me. I'm not gonna lie, it did. It was a little slow. We knew Danzo was gonna die. We were hoping for Danzo to die. It happened. I wasn't a big fan of it. Simple as that. Orochimaru, where he killed the third Hokage, is another solid C. I'm gonna give it a solid C. Good fight. I think the fight that was happening during it, which was Naruto versus Gaara, was better. That'll hopefully be on this list soon. Good fight, but not great. Simple as that. And it did bore me a little bit. It was a little bit too long. And there was that one part in that fight where there was a sword stabbed through the Hokage's chest, and that's literally all that happened that entire time, was the sword was stuck in his chest. And they did that for like 3 episodes where they just didn't move. And it's like, why'd you do that? The answer was because it was old and they couldn't animate everything and have enough money to do everything, which was fine at the end of the day because it spawned some great moments afterwards, but, you know, solid C. Kakashi versus Obito is an S. Hand-to-hand combat scenes are always the best no matter how hard they are to animate. Kakashi versus Obito was absolutely flawless. There were so many great scenes of it. You could see how bad the animation was in the fight itself, but that's because there was just so much for them to do. I loved how they flashed back and forth, present and past day. That was incredible. I love Kakashi versus Obito. Team 7 versus Kaguya. It's our first D on this list. No question. Team 7 versus Kaguya was stupid, okay? I get that in order to tell the full story of the Shinobi universe, of the universe they live in, they had to bring Kaguya back to life, okay? It doesn't change the fact that all we wanted, because I knew it was coming, because everybody knew it was coming, was the final fight between Naruto and Sasuke. That's all we wanted. But they threw Kaguya in there to make us wait. We knew Kaguya was not the climax of the series. We knew that the series couldn't end with the climax of them killing Kaguya. No! We knew it had to be Naruto versus Sasuke. No question. So, that's the worst fight. One of the worst fights. We'll see what else we have. Naruto versus Neji is another solid. I'll give it a B. It was the first time Naruto did Nine Tails Chakra and used it. I was a big fan of the fact that he did the real Naruto thing, which is where he changed somebody's life after he fought them and inspired them to be better. It was well done. I'm a fan. Naruto versus Neji was very good. It was. But was it A or S? No, it wasn't. Alright, we don't even have to question this one. Next is Naruto versus Gaara. I was talking about that. That's another B. Naruto versus Gaara was amazing because it was Naruto using his Nine Tails Chakra to spawn Gamabunta, to summon him, the summoning jutsu, which finally showed everybody that Naruto was extremely powerful, and he did it against Gaara, who transformed into Shukaku, and he changed Gaara's life at that point. That was a very, very good fight. It wasn't slow. It wasn't, stay at one scene for a while. They did a great job finishing everything. I was a big fan. No problem with that whatsoever. So, I don't know if I'd give it an A. We'll see if I move it later, but I really like it. It's going to get a B for now. That whole arc was pretty good, though. Is this Madara versus everybody? It is. So that gets a B because it's literally Madara against everybody. It's not Madara against a specific person that he has history with or something like that. But Madara versus everybody is one of the most entertaining fights because it literally just tears through crowds and crowds and crowds of people, shredding them up like it's nothing. It was one of the best moments, and it immediately was there to showcase how strong he was. That was the whole point, and I loved it. Gaara versus Rock Lee is an A. Even though Gaara and Rock Lee didn't have any history, you can't tell me it's not an A. It was such a good fight, man. That was the climax of the Chunin Exams arc, no question. It was not anything other than that moment right there. That's what we waited so long for, you know? That was so good. He tastes, broccoli tastes, the weight's off, and you're in for life. You're never stopping. You're always going to watch Naruto. You're always going to think of Naruto. That's a moment that a lot of people, me included, where I thought Naruto was slow in the first season. They looked up, they said, watch till episode 55 or something like that. Then you can turn it off. I think that's the episode number that it is. I'm not fully sure. If it's not, you can correct me. But it said the right episode number, which was the end of Gaara versus Rock Lee was that episode. So if you didn't like Naruto by then, that would have convinced you. Now I was convinced earlier, once they did the battle on the bridge, but still. It's pretty awesome. It's not an S tier. It's not an S tier. Pretty awesome. This is Sasuke and Itachi versus Kabuto. I'm having trouble with that one. I'm going to give it a B. Great fight. Mainly because of the Sasuke and Itachi stuff in there. They explained how the Izanami worked. And that was really it. It wasn't that long, but it was important. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was really well written. I think the fact that it was Sasuke and Itachi together was really the big reason why I enjoyed it so much, so I'll go with that. This is the first Naruto and Sasuke fight, and that gets an A. If this one gets an S, this one gets an A. The whole point about it is the fact that we, all series long, from the very beginning, wanted Naruto and Sasuke to fight. We wanted them to do it. We wanted to see who was stronger. Simple as that. And the best part about that first Naruto-Sasuke fight was the fact that Sasuke won. Listen. You can't tell me that you thought Sasuke was going to win. Now, it was for the best of the story for Sasuke to win. I didn't think he was going to win. By no means. Honestly, I thought Naruto was going to win. I thought he was going to go back to the Leaf and he was going to get his crap together. You know? But that didn't happen. And that was wild that didn't happen, man. I was shocked. Because I literally did not think of any scenario in my head where Sasuke would win. It didn't make sense to me. That was great. Sorry, too much yawning. Man. Sakura versus Sasori. Yeah, that goes down there. Anything that involves Sakura gets immediately put down. Naruto versus Pain is an S tier fight, no question. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Loved every second of it. Even, it was the first time Naruto was recognized as a strong ninja. So many amazing moments. That's an S tier fight, no question. What is this? What is this image? So that's Deidara, right? Is that Sasuke? Is this Deidara versus Sasuke? If it is, it's gonna be a C. Deidara versus Sasuke was really short. That's why it's a C. I enjoyed it. Deidara died. Sasuke was super powerful. We got to see more of how strong Sasuke is and how powerful he is. So I enjoyed that. But we'll give it a C. Yeah. Jiraiya versus Pain was a B. Not as good as Naruto versus Pain, but very good once we learned the backstory behind Jiraiya and how he raised those students and how one of those students, Nagato, became Pain, and then Konan was also the Akatsuki member. That was great. I love that. I think it was a really nice backstory, and it looped into the main story. They explained a lot of things about Sage Jutsu. He had that heartfelt moment with Tsunade before he died. It was all that craziness. Very good fight. Very good. Is this Neji versus the Spider Guy? Why did you put this one in, but there's so many others that aren't? Like, what? That's a D, no question. I mean, Neji killed the guy, good for Neji, but like, that's such a pointless fight that literally got forgotten, that literally was forgotten about. Like, that's how lame it was. Like, a fight that's forgotten about and never mentioned again shouldn't be, like, this shouldn't even be a D because I put the Kaguya fight as a D, right? Like, that shouldn't even be a D. But you know what? It's going to be. Kakashi versus Zabuza is a C. Really, really good fight, and it really showed us how good and how strong Kakashi was. And Kakashi's my favorite Naruto character. I mean, I'm not going to turn my camera, but there's a thing over there on the wall. It's literally a giant Kakashi. It's right there. You know what? I am going to show you. You're going to deal with it. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. I'm just going to... I have to pick up my camera. See that thing? See, I have that on my wall, and that's there for a reason. You know? And so, yeah, I mean, I love Kakashi, and right there was that moment where I was like, wow, Kakashi's just awesome. Dude's awesome. Sasuke versus Itachi is another A-tier fight. One we were waiting for, one that lived up to the hype, and one that ended unexpectedly. I did not think Sasuke would kill Itachi. I thought at the last second he would be hesitant and be scared and not do it. I also did not see Itachi letting himself die in front of Sasuke by Sasuke's hand coming. The whole thing shocked me. Really well done fight. When it's a fight that you know is going to happen for episodes and episodes and episodes and episodes, and then it finally happens, those are the best ones, man. Not the ones that come out of nowhere, like Neji versus the Spider Guy and Kaguya. Like, there's no reason for those to exist. Sasuke versus Killer Bee is another C. It is. It just is. You can't tell me it isn't. Alright? No question, it's a C. If it could have been better. I was also upset because I wanted Sasuke to go back to the Leaf. And the last thing I wanted for him was to go to the Akatsuki and want to kill everybody of the Leaf. So then he fights Killer Bee and all that craziness. Sasuke versus Killer Bee is a C. I also hated Killer Bee. I liked Killer Bee. He grew on me a lot. Couldn't stand him when he was introduced. Really couldn't. So annoying. Shikamaru versus Hidan is another A. When you can showcase how smart a character is, and not even how smart, how brutal Shikamaru killed Hidan. It was brutal, dude. It was brutal. No question. But it was so smart. It was so well done. Shikamaru versus Hidan was incredible. Really good fight. Really good fight. Oh, this is Minato and Obito. This was before anybody could touch Obito. Minato was the only one who could. This gets a D though because, you know, there's a couple reasons for this. One, we got like 2 or 3 moments of this. We didn't get the whole thing of it. And also we got Kakashi versus Obito, which was way better. And we were showcased that you can hit Obito quite easily. And Minato is not the only one who actually is capable of doing it. Not to mention Minato is a sensei, and even though Minato didn't know that that was Obito under there, he obviously knew how to fight him. Wasn't a big fan of it, honestly. Really wasn't. Was it good? Yeah. Was it the best? No. Was it better than everything I have in the C tier? No. Wasn't. No question. Wasn't. And you know what? Now that I look at it, I'm going to put Sasuke... No, I'm not. I'm not going to put Sasuke down to lower. Naruto and Tsunade versus Kabuto and Orochimaru. I like that told a story about the legendary Sannin, because you had all 3 of them at the same time. I like the fact that Rasengan was a thing. I'm going to give it a C. I think that fits really well. I think it was a good fight. I think it was a fight that we didn't really expect to happen, though. Which was a good thing. And I was okay with it. I think that there were a lot of things done in that fight that were done very well. I was a fan. Wasn't a fan of some of the later fights in the series because Naruto Shippuden was able to take it to greater and greater heights. But for the time the show was in, that was the best fight outside of Gaara versus Rock Lee, in my opinion. No, outside of Gaara versus Rock Lee, Naruto Neji, Naruto Gaara, there was actually a lot of good ones. But there was a lot of... I just realized looking at my tier list, I was wrong. But that's fine. That was still very good. I enjoyed it. Guy versus Madara is... Guy versus Madara was such an epic moment, dude. It was such an epic moment. I think I have to give it a B. I think even though it was so short-lived, it was so good. And Madara literally, I loved Madara's attitude. He was like, huh, look at that, I almost died. Like he was so like nonchalant about it. And it was incredible. It was incredible. So Guy versus Madara was really good. What? Did they put this on the list just to see how people would react? Listen, man. want y'all to know something, alright? I want y'all to know something. Hold on. Hold on. Literally. Wow, I gotta come up with something more clever than that. Seriously? Come on, man. Like, why? Why did this even happen? Like, so Naruto wanted to hype up, in the early Naruto, in the Chunin Exams, they want to hype up Sakura versus Ino as some sort of rivalry. When in truth, all it is they love Sasuke, and Sasuke doesn't want either of them, and they really should have given it up. Then they had this fight, and I was like, oh cool, is Sakura gonna do something? Are we gonna see what she's capable of? Ooh, is Ino gonna do something? Are we gonna see what she's capable of? And then they just punch each other back and forth until they punch each other and knock each other out, and it ends in a tie! Listen, I'm a big fan of Naruto and all the writing and everything. It's great. It's great. Why did you put this in? Like, I get that Sakura and Ino had to pass because their teammates are very good and they had interesting Chunin Exams fights. But, like, at least let one of them win if you want to ease our pain a little bit when you have to include this one. Like... Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me, man. Like, really? Naruto versus Obito. Is a C. Good mystery, and it finally unveiled the mystery that we wanted. I didn't think it was Obito. I mean, they showed those Kakashi flashbacks so far back before we even met Obito, and at the time we even thought of his Madara, so we didn't think about it. Really good mystery. Now, the fact that he called himself Toby, and the letters of Obito are all in Toby, just with an extra O, that's something that I put together after I figured it out. But otherwise, they're a good mystery, pretty good fight. The only thing I had a problem with, a lot of people had a problem with, is the fact that Kakashi used Kamui twice and ended up in the hospital, and in this fight he used it like 7 times. And I'm sitting there as like, what? Like, obviously he could have gotten better at it to get it maybe 3 or 4 times, but not like 7 times, man. That's ridiculous. But hey, I'm cool with it. Good fight. I enjoyed it. Gaara and Rock Lee versus Kimimaro. Is a B. Nah, it's a C. Oh man, I'm having a tough choice. It's a C. Here's why it's a C. Gaara and Rock Lee, the fact that they teamed up after Gaara nearly killed Rock Lee and almost ruined his chance of being a ninja was just really cool. Let's start with that. But also showcased Gaara's new self. I really like that. Kimimaro is also a terrific character, terrific villain, just because he's so powerful and he's so intimidating, and he's got just the coolest power I've ever seen. It's a shame that he died so soon, really, is all I gotta say about that. I really liked him, though. He was great. We've got Nine-Tails Cloak Mode Naruto versus Orochimaru. Naruto almost killed Orochimaru in this fight. The only problem is that literally that fight was Naruto looked like that, and Sakura did this the entire time instead of trying to help. Naruto! Naruto! Dasuke! And that's literally all she did the entire fight. And it's one of those things where it literally ruins it for you. Meanwhile, Sai and Yamato didn't do anything. Naruto literally just did that, and Sakura was like, Naruto! And that's literally all it was. Sakura didn't try and help. Not by any means. That's all that happened, was that right there. That's it. Why? Why? I almost want to put it in seriously, but I won't. I won't get there. No, this is the only thing that can ever go in seriously. Guy versus Kisame is a D. You see, Guy versus Kisame, it's one of those fights that happened twice, right? And every single time Guy forgot who Kisame was, and there was this whole thing. The reason why Guy versus Kisame wasn't that great is because there was no history between these guys. They just kept getting matched up against each other, and Guy won every time. I also didn't really like Guy as a character very much until he opened up the 8th gate. I think otherwise, oh my god, wouldn't be my video without a yawn. Otherwise, I don't see Guy as that great of a character. I think when they opened up the 8th gate and they gave him his backstory and all that after that, I was good with that. But otherwise, Guy was just a dude, and he was a dude that I didn't really like, honestly. I like Rock Lee. I don't like Guy that much. But that's it, right? That's it. Yeah. So, we have one seriously category. I'm going to zoom out just a tad so you can see. There you go. So we have one seriously. Wait, there's a presentation mode? Okay, that didn't work. Whoa! Oh! Cool! I should have known this existed. Let's make it bigger now. There you go. So we have seriously Sakura versus Zeno. Like, really? We have our D tier fights. Team 7 versus Kaguya. Sakura versus Sasori. Sakura and Granny Chio versus Sasori. Neji versus the Spider Dude. I don't know his name. He's the Spider Dude. Minato versus Obito. Naruto, Ninetales cloaked Naruto versus Orochimaru. And Guy versus Kisame. That's our D tier. Our C tier is our biggest tier, with Sasuke versus Danzo, Orochimaru versus the 3rd Hokage, Sasuke versus Deidara, Kakashi versus Zabuza, Sasuke versus Killer Bee, Naruto, Tsunade, and Jiraiya versus Kabuto and Orochimaru, Naruto versus Obito to unmask him, Gaara and Rock Lee versus Kimimaro. Our B tier: Naruto versus Neji, Naruto versus Gaara, Madara versus everybody, Itachi and Sasuke versus Kabuto, Jiraiya versus Pain, 8th Gate Guy versus Madara Ten-Tails. And our A tier list is Gaara versus Rock Lee, Naruto and Sasuke first fight, Sasuke versus Itachi, Shikamaru versus Hidan, and our S tier, of course, is Kakashi versus Obito, Naruto and Sasuke final fight, and Naruto versus Pain. Feel free to make your own tier list down below, tier list maker. I'm going to actually leave a link down in the description below. I should have done that in other videos. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and let me know where you'd move stuff. But keep the seriously category. I think it fits that we have at least that one separated from the rest, because we like to forget it even existed. I'll see you guys next time.